As soon as I turn the camera. Hi everybody. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube live stream. But the reason I'm doing this live stream today is is for a very special and good reason. This weekend I had a very remarkable experience and a very magic experience. I mean, I need to say a big, extra big thank you to Daniel Mar 1228 and his wonderful family. I cannot thank Daniel Marr and his dad enough for what they did yesterday. I mean, yesterday and Saturday. I cannot thank you enough, Daniel. I mean, you didn't have to buy lunch and you didn't have to buy me a lot of stuff. I mean, I I, I cannot thank you enough for what you all did. I cannot. I mean, this trip was like magic for me. I really cannot thank you and your dad and Jordan enough for accommodating me up in Toronto. I mean, I'm sorry if I say it too much, but I'm that grateful. You're that good of a person, Daniel. Both you and Jordan are wonderful people. If I had the money, if I had the money, Daniel, I would pay to take you somewhere. I would pay for you to fly to wherever you wanted in the world. I appreciate you as a person so much that I do anything you want. I do anything for you that you ever wanted me to do. Oh, Phil Fresh 33. No, we're not talking about my about my private stuff that I'm talking about with Andrew. That's between me and him. That's none of your business. That's not your business. I mean, that's absolutely none of your business. That is very private. That's very personal. It's between me and Andrew, and I'm not going to talk about that stuff with anybody else. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but like it's just not appropriate. It's not polite to go and ask someone about their personal business. It's not polite to go around and ask someone what their private stuff. I mean, if you, I'll PM. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it in public, but I can PM you. I'm not going to talk about the incredibly personal stuff I'm talking about, but I'll private message you sometime. I'll private message you sometime about it. I'm not going to talk about it on about it here. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying that I don't like talking about my personal stuff on a public chat. That to me that's private. And me and Andrew are still cool. I mean, me and him are still friends. He still likes me as a person. I mean, like he's just upset right now. He's just a little upset with me right now. That's all. He doesn't hate me or anything. I'm still a friend to him and such. He still considers me a friend. Like don't think he hates me or anything. He doesn't hate me or anything. He still considers me a friend. I mean, but let's not talk about that too much here, though. Let's not talk about that stuff here too much. I mean, I don't want to talk about that stuff. Yes, you're welcome, PhilFresh33. You enjoy the rest of your day as well. I got the cat right here. Thought I'd turn around and show you the cat. Cat's with me right now. Cat's with me while I'm talking about Daniel Mar 1228. My meetup with him. Kitty. I mean, another thing I need to thank Daniel Marr for is this Dewhurst button right here. I can't thank you enough for this Dewhurst button, Daniel. This was incredibly generous. I can't thank you enough for this. This was an incredibly generous gift right here, and I appreciate. It's just a small button, but it's my first foreign elevator piece, and I need to thank you for this. I need to say a big thank you to Daniel for this. I really like that. I really like this Dewhurst button. I mean, I'm starting to like that. I mean, I don't like it more than my vintage parts, which I have here. But I'll say this though, Dewhurst, yes, it is a generic piece. You can see it right down there. But I still love it because it's a donation from a very good person. He's a Daniel's a great person, very good person. If you're ever in Toronto and you know Daniel very well, I recommend you meet up with him. He's a very, very nice person. I mean, I'd rather not really. I mean, I'm sorry to be negative here. Like, I mean, I was just looking through some of the comments. I'd just rather not talk about some of my personal stuff on a public chat, though. That's private to me. I mean, if any of you guys want to know, I'll private message you some stuff. I'm not going to talk about the stuff I'm talking about with Andrew, but if you want to know some of my personal struggles, private message me, and I'll tell you if I want to. Of course, we have my elevator keys here. I haven't used these in forever. These I have not used in ages now. I still like them, but they're kind of useless anymore, to be honest. I don't really use them too much. This is a generic piece. I'm probably going to get rid of this one in the near future, as it's becoming a little too generic for what I like. And I'm not really a fan of Epco either. Another reason I'm thinking about getting rid of it. Let me take a drink of my water here. See, my Apple Watch is... Now it's dead. My Apple Watch is dead. I mean, I'll show you some pics. I'll show you some pics from when I went up to Canada. Here, I'll show you some pics. Just give me a second here. Yeah, if the Crapple CryPad would just, if it wouldn't be as slow as it is. If only I had the money for a brand new one. Just give me a second here. Let me see if I can get on my page here, my own page. Lovely. It's so slow today. My old iPad Air is as slow as an old MacBook. I absolutely just love how slow it is. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and scroll down through and show you some of my favorite picks here. This definitely is one of my favorites. This is Daniel with my Murphy elevator panel, which is right there. Excuse me. And of course, there's a sign. I'm not going to discuss that joke on a public chat. I'm not really going to discuss that joke on a public chat, though. Yeah, here are my picks from up in Toronto. I mean, I'll show you some. Yeah, here's a selfie I took in downtown Toronto. That's probably one of my favorites as well. There's Daniel, Jordan, and that's somebody, I don't know who that is. That's just a person going through there. This right here also, I was not really a fan of this fixture right here. This is Kone, I'm pretty sure. And you guys know I'm not a fan of Kone. I'm not going to discuss that on camera, that poster. There's another one of my favorite picks, my dad and Jordan. Yeah, anything that's not really appropriate or personal to me, I'm not going to discuss on camera. On a public chat, at least. I mean, but if you guys want to know some of my... private message me if you want to talk about some stuff. Here's the downtown Toronto. There's the CN Tower up there. This was quite amazing, and I can't thank Daniel enough for all of this. So I wish I had enough money to take him somewhere. Like, if I had the money, I would take him somewhere. I'd let him pick the place he'd want to go, and we all go together. There's another pic of my Murphy elevator panel. Just give me a second here. There's the hotel I stayed at. It's the Holiday Inn in Markham, Ontario. And of course, there's the call station of one of the call stations on the elevator system there. That was Dewhurst, and it was a Fujitech actually. Kone and Dewhurst did a little bit of work on it though, from what I could tell. It was quite this is quite amazing though, and I can't say how grateful I am for all of this. There's just I wish there was some way to pay back for the great stuff, the wonderful and magical stuff Daniel did for me. There is just I just can't say how incredibly blessed I was. And just another minute here, and I'm gonna end this live stream because I gotta get a shower and start my day up. Yes, I know it's late. I know it's kind of late for that stuff, but I gotta get a shower here soon. I mean, you guys can stay on if you want, but I'm just telling you, I gotta get going soon. Let me check my battery. Just give me seconds. And I don't know how to get rid of these messages here, but alrighty. I mean, let me get out my binder here. I'm gonna need my binder just to be a little more productive here. Thursday evening, I leave for New York City. I'm gonna go to Scranton, PA. I'm gonna go down to Scranton, PA, and spend the night there. So that's gonna be cool. It'll be fun as well. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be epic. Not just fun. I mean, let me take my iPad out of its case here. This case is ancient. This case is absolutely ancient. Case I have for this thing. I took the tape off though. I took the tape off of my iPad simply because. I mean, I'm probably gonna need to tape this over anyway. But I didn't really like the tape on it. It was a little. It was a little pain in the ass. Excuse my language, but it was a pain in the ass having to hit this power button with the tape over it, and it was a pain in the butt to use the home button with tape over it as well. I mean, this is an old device, though. I mean, you gotta understand. This is an old iPad. It's like the fourth one I think it's the fourth one that they ever came out with. It's an older one though. It's iPad Air. I mean, the device itself still works great, but the home button is damaged on it. It's got a little crack in the middle. Let's see if I can show it on camera here. You might be able to see right there. There's a little crack in the home button. But what do you expect from a device its age? What do you expect from a device from 2013? This is an old tablet. This is as old as the iPhone 5S and iPhone 5C. I'm probably gonna replace the home button on it until I can get a new iPad. Just took a selfie on it. I mean, the camera on this is actually pretty good for the age of the tablet itself. The camera on this isn't really all that bad. I mean, I must say, for a 5-year-old tablet, it really isn't that bad. I mean, it's usable. But this iPad right here is starting to become a big piece of crap. And I'm getting ready to kind of dump it in a way. I'm pretty much ready to dump this thing. If it doesn't get any better, I'm just gonna dump it. I mean, I can't use it in the case that it has, because it's part of it. It's literally actually split in half. See if I can show you here. See, it's split in half. Yeah, I mean, I can't really use it like that. I'm gonna have to find a way to tape it together or something like that. But, but I've used this case for the entire life of the tablet itself. And altogether, this has been a very good case. I must say, if you ever have an iPad or an iPhone, I recommend getting a ballistic case for it. You cannot go wrong with a ballistic case for one of these things. I mean, you can't. I mean, the ballistic case is one of the best cases out on the market, if you ask me. It's one of the best, one of the most. It's not that durable, but it'll definitely protect it. It's not waterproof or anything. It's not military proof either. It'll definitely protect it though. It's gonna protect it. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I'm surprised they still even make these ballistic cases for these the ballistic cases for like the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8s. And the case I have on my iPhone 7 Plus is kind of a feminine case, but I still like it. I still like it though. It's still good. It's got glitter inside of it. I mean, I'll go out as soon as the phone charges. I'll go out and show you. Yeah, and here we go. There's the iPad in its new case. Not new, but it's new enough, I guess you could say. I mean, this part of it is basically useless anymore. It's old and unuseful. I can't use that part of the case anymore. So basically, I'm just gonna have to throw it down here. See though, I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out how to dispose of it. I mean, here's the actual case itself with put together. Here's the case put together itself. And here's the iPad itself. I had to tape the Apple logo over though because I didn't want that getting dirty. But the tablet itself is actually pretty dirty and pretty beat up. It's gotten good use out of it over the 5 years I've had this thing. But it's still a great device, and don't buy mine, but if you want one, you can get one for about 150, 200 bucks. It's still a pretty good device. The camera on it is not that great, but I don't really see the reason why on a tablet the camera would have to be at what you call good. It's a tablet. It's meant for internet surfing and such. The camera doesn't really matter on a tablet as much. Anyway, guys, I gotta get going. I gotta take a shower and get some schoolwork done. But I will talk to y'all later. And again, a big thank you to Daniel R1228. Can't thank him enough. And that's it, and I'll talk to y'all later.